Zell Boy Army. Welcome to another spicy one on the channel. In today's video, I am talking about something that haunted us on FIFA 21. It's not a video that I'm proud to be making. It's not a video that I even want to be making. But as always with this channel, one thing I always say is I'm always going to try to help you guys be good at the game, teach you the game, and tell you what works on the game. And yet again, fullbacks are good at centre back. It's back, and there is a number of reasons why. In this video, I'm going to talk you through those reasons. Some of them are going to be out of game, where we look at stats, talk about the meta. Then I'm going to just show you some actual in-game clips that explain it and my thought process behind it, and almost prove the point I'm trying to make. So, what defines what players work on a FIFA is always going to be based on how the gameplay plays that year. So, FIFA 19, big body types were really good on that game because players who were 6'3", 6'4", Vieira, Hullet, had massive hitboxes. And by that, I mean, when you went near them, they would block everything, tackle everything a lot better than someone like Kante would. Also on that game, heading was really OP. People found this maybe around January, February time on that game. When people discovered how OP heading was, you had to have good height and good jumping. If you did not have good height and jumping, you was pretty bad on that game. Team of the year Messi didn't make it near anyone's top teams because he couldn't, once the finesse meta on that game changed, he was useless. FIFA 20, 5-star weak foot was pretty much essential on that game because the meta of that game, it was very hard to break people down. Long shots were awful, and you had to get it to a guy in the box, turn and shoot quick. If you didn't have a 5-star weak foot, 4-star weak foots on that game were pretty awful, to the point that EA buffed weak foot on FIFA 21 onwards, that even a 4-star weak foot would be 85% of the stats rather than 80%. And they just made them better in general. But on that game, you had to have a 5-star weak foot. On FIFA 21, 5-star skills was really important because of the skill cancels. Obviously, the meta and how important it is and the players use does somewhat depend on the level you're playing at. If you're playing in Division 10, most people are not going to be playing the meta, if any at all. If you're playing in the Elite Division every game like me, or trying to hit the top ranks in Weekend League, it is going to matter more. So it all is about context. But generally speaking, if you're looking to improve and learn at the game, there's a decent chance you're at a pretty good level anyway, because you're more of a hardcore player, the fact that you're actually researching the game. So I'm going to teach you about that. Also on FIFA 21, fullbacks were crazy good on that game at centre back for a number of reasons. Body type is different on each FIFA in terms of how important it is, but also they had the pace and agility to deal with through balls. The agility to be able to turn and move quickly to react to a through ball, but also the pace to just keep up with the attackers. At the start of this FIFA, that didn't seem that important, but now we're getting attackers who pretty much always have 99 pace with a chem style, and people just spamming through balls. The normal centre backs aren't really cutting it. If we look at the top tier centre backs on this game, when I say top tier, I just mean like the price or levels almost. Let's have a look. We'll just go through. We'll look through. Maldini, 86 pace. That's his prime though, which is pretty much unaffordable, 21. Desai is a very good one. 59 agility, 83 pace. That 59 agility and 83 pace with a shadows, you can base at plus 10 to most players pace because of a shadow. He's still going to be 6 pace slower and not have the agility. Van Dijk, he'll have 79 acceleration and 64 agility. He's going to be at burn. Marquinhos, pretty decent agility, 94 pace. He's pretty good, but he's still going to get burnt at times. Koulibaly, 87 excel, 54 agility. Let's look through some more. All the icons, you could pretty much say the same thing. Alaba, good agility, but too slow. Christensen, too slow. There are a few centre-backs who are a bit of an exception. But the point is pretty much hardly any centre-backs at all at this point of the game get to 99 pace with a shadow. One of the best ones, if we can find him, is he an 85 or an 86? We'll just search for him. No, it's not Nathan Collins. Have I spelled it wrong? I know his first name's yeah. Why wasn't he coming up? Well, it's this guy. Collins has 99 pace effectively with a shadow and has the agility. So when I say fullbacks at centre back, I'm not saying it has to be a fullback. But the thing is that there's hardly any centre backs, if any, basically at this point that have this type of combination. Collins is one of the few. But also in this game, jumping is near irrelevant in the sense of defenders are not going to really need to win headers often at all. It's very rare that you actually need to. So fullbacks are a bit smaller. It's not a big deal. I would say you want as defender to be generally 5'9", 5'10" minimum, just so they've got a bit of a bigger hitbox of blocking, even though it's not a big thing on this game. And then the other key thing you want on this game, I would say, is pace, aggression, and defending awareness. So you don't just want any fullback who's quick. They need to have the pace, they need to have good agility, then defending awareness and aggression. So in my team, what I've done is I've got Tierney at centre back and Semedo. I would put, if possible, your fullbacks who are going to play centre back, so you swap them in game with your custom tactics. You can see here I've got Tierney and Semedo there. You want to make sure they're on full chem ideally, because your centre backs are more important than your fullbacks. So Cornet and Reece James end up playing fullback for me, and they get a bit less chemistry. Tierney, because he already had 94 excel, I've put anchor on him. He won't get to 99 pace, but he's there or thereabouts. You can see Tierney has elite defending awareness, good, very good agility for a centre back, rapid and very good physical. Semedo, because he benefits more from shadow, I've put that on him. He's got 91 aggression, pretty good defensive awareness, elite agility. They deal with the through ball so much better, and I will show that in some actual in-game replays. But the things that you might need on another FIFA, like really good strength or height for jumping and aerobats, they just don't really matter on this game. And obviously, like 80 strength and 76 isn't awful, but you just don't really notice the strength stat of this game generally. The other good thing as well is fullbacks tend to be better on the ball because they have the dribbling, they have the agility. The passing stats tend to be pretty good. So they're also easier to play out the back and deal with the press, which is nice. But they just suit the game perfectly. People probably watching this and thinking, well, defending awareness is supposed to get nerfs out in game. I've used fullbacks quite a bit at centre back this year, even more now that there's just better ones for it. I used Maldini left back card at the start of the year. I don't ever notice an issue with their defending. They don't seem to really ever have issues for me. So you can take what I say and believe it or not, but I'll show you some in-game examples now. But fullbacks at centre back are back, and they're really strong. In the game that I'm playing in now, the opponent I was playing against had mid R9. He had headliners Mbappe, want to watch Messi and Hullet. You can see here, I knew straight away he was going to do this through ball. One, I've got Tierney there running back who can deal with his pocket space and just cover it quicker, which is nice. And two, I've got Semedo there who, if his Mbappe runs there, can cover that. If his guy runs there, he can cover that. And there, look how close it is to him getting the ball. He's right on top of it. This is a guy who's got 93 agility and 99 pace. If I had a normal centre-back there, honestly, a lot of the time, Mbappe just nips in front, takes the ball and glitches through. But Semedo dealt with the through ball, 99 pace headliners Mbappe straight away. That is good, playing it back to the keeper. That's just one example there. One thing I like with fullbacks at centre-backs is it allows you to play a bit riskier. Look here, I step in there with Semedo. But if I did that with a slower team, trying to play a high line and aggressive, if I get beat, they're in behind. Whereas here, I know I can step in there because I've got fullbacks across the pitch who can cover in behind. If you don't mark that, you're in big trouble. You have to be able to mark in behind. The other thing is as well, when you step in with a fullback aggressively like that, he's quicker. If they turn, he's got the agility. He can just get in there and catch people off guard a lot more. Whereas a normal, more clunky centre-back can't do that. So it opens up new ways of defending that can catch people out. Another example here, through ball down the line. Cherney's dealing with it. Gets beat, but still has the agility to quickly turn and deal with that pass. And then here, the ball goes loose. Semedo just about quick enough to get in. Just another example there. Normal centre-back, you can't play as quite as aggressive as this. I pressed him a bit, but Cherney still had the recovery that normal centre-backs don't have on this game. When you get to the higher divisions on this game, you will find some people will go for through balls even if they're marked. Here, I can see his Janola's making a run that way. I know he's going to through ball, so I switch to Tierney and I'm trying to cover him behind. Look there, with Tierney's pace, how he can agility can quickly turn and cover that and step in. Normal centre backs can't cover that as well. Hopefully, in all these different clips, you've been able to see how valuable fullbacks, centre backs can be. The recovery time, the ability to turn quick, deal with dribblers, also just step in, be more aggressive, and make interceptions and last ditch tackles. And also, well, if not the main thing, just deal with through balls and shut them off. I'm not saying that you'll never concede a through ball again, even if you mark them. They will still sometimes glitch you out. But fullbacks at centre back on FIFA 22 give you the best chance of dealing with them. Hope this video's helped you. As always, appreciate you guys' support. Keep it spicy, and I will see you in the next one.